Hey everybody, I'm Amy from Bodyfit by Amy, and this is your mobility pyramid stack workout. This is a body weight active recovery workout where we're gonna get mobility moves in a pyramid stack style. So stacking 30 seconds at a time, starting with some standing mobility with some gentle cardio, working our way down to the mat and finishing with a good stretch. Of course, I'm gonna give you lots of different options to work to your fitness level. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start just by getting our bodies centered. Let's check in with our posture. We want to stack our ears over our shoulders, shoulders over the rib cage over the pelvis, pelvis over the knees and the ankles. So relax into that. Make sure that we're not holding the tension up in the shoulders. Make sure we're not rolling the shoulders back so much that we've got that rib flare. We want to button up the rib cage, bringing our hips, zip up the core. Soft knees. Feel that in your body. A few belly breaths, and by belly I mean TA breaths all the way around. And exhale everything in. All right, try to let go of everything that you may be thinking about today on your to-do list or things that may be stressing you out. Let it go and just be present. And let's go ahead and just start moving. So you can do a wide march, a close march. You can roll those shoulders. Now, since this is mobility, we really don't need much of a warm-up. But as we're just getting the blood flowing and get our body's temperature up, I'm gonna talk you through what we're gonna do. So if you've never done a pyramid stack, I actually really like the format. I know many of you have told me that you do as well. What we're doing is we're stacking 30 seconds at a time. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna have two stacks. The first one is gonna be all standing. So that's gonna be a little bit more of our cardio mobility. So a little gentle cardio, getting the heart rate up, but still those mobility moves. Let's take one arm right through here to the back and then to the front. And then the second stack, we're gonna work our way down to the mat. And then we'll finish with just a couple minutes of a stretch. So the stack goes like this. We do exercise 1 for 30 seconds, followed by 30 seconds of rest. Then we do exercise 2 for 30 seconds, followed immediately by exercise 1 for 30 seconds, and then 30-second rest. Let's go flat back down. Then we go exercise 3 for 30, followed by exercise 2, followed by 1, then rest, and then we go all the way up to 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we start taking them away. So I really love this format because in the moment it feels long, but it goes by really quickly. Your exercises are all gonna be listed here on the screen, so you don't have to worry about knowing what's coming up. All right, we're starting with a little side lunge. So I want you to think of side lunge in the mobility sense. So stepping out, reach up, reach down, and reach up. You decide how low you want to get. We get 30 seconds starting now. So shift your weight, big reach and reach. Certainly, like all of our mobility and active recovery, you decide what you need more of today. If you need more of that stretch, you can really lean into that. If you want a little more of getting that heart rate up, you can add a little bit of extra cardio. You do you. Maybe you've got the energy, maybe you're trying to get it. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so 30 seconds to breathe. In those 30 seconds to breathe, I'm gonna talk you through your next exercise. You can keep moving or you can just get a real rest. Eyes, Ys, and Ts. So thinking straight up, you can add the hinge if you want, but we're taking our arms up, I, down, into Y, into T. You can go thumbs up if you want, and if you want to add a little hinge in between. The idea is not to arch the back, but really pull the shoulders back for mobility. We'll do that, and then the side lunge. Here we go. I, Y, and T. And I want to really encourage you to lean into this exercise. I know sometimes we come into a workout and we see something like this and we're like, oh, it's not really doing anything. Trust me, most of us have tight shoulders. So if you really think about getting that mobility reaching behind your body, you're gonna feel it. Can we get one more? Maybe just your eyes right here, and then your side lunge. Reach and reach. And with all of these, I want you to be super intentional about what we're doing. Even if you're leaning into the cardio a little bit and you want a little more of that, still, we're here for mobility. So reach up, reach down, reach strong. It's not just about going through the motion. Let's try to be intentional about what we're doing and why we're doing it. Don't overthink it and don't stress about it, but thinking about it is gonna help breathe, really get the most out of the movements that we're doing. All right, so we've got 2 exercises down. Let's go to exercise 3. That's gonna be your basic knee raise. And I want this to be whatever you need it to be. Maybe it's here. I like this to get that torso. Again, if you want a little more cardio, you can add a little pacing to it. If you want more of that twist, you can be here. Maybe you really want to pull that knee across. What do you need for a knee raise? Try to get upper and lower. You're probably gonna feel that heart rate too. Here we go. So we'll get this knee raise, then we'll get our eyes, Ys, and Ts, then we'll get our side lunge. Then we'll add one more on and start taking them away. So I really like to get the torso out of this because I find I get super tight in my back. So really twisting, if twisting is not right for you, you keep it out front. If your arms need a little break after those eyes, Ys, and Ts, think about your hip flexors. We got 3, 2, 1. Take it up. I. You can add the hinge if you want. Y and T. What is your core doing on this? Again, we don't want to arch the back to get there. We want to reach the shoulders behind. So your core is connecting, especially right at the top. Through here. I. Y. And T. Can we get one more all the way through? I'm hoping you feel really stretched and good after this. Here we go, side lunge, reach, reach. Can you shift your weight a little bit more? Sometimes on the side lunge we stop short of it. Can we really lean into it? Shift your weight, get the stretch here, get the stretch here, get the stretch here. 10 seconds. And we're on to that last move. Hand up, breathe, hand up. Yes, relax. All right, one more move to go. This will be your longest stack, 4 rounds of 30 seconds. And we're gonna take it to a little rainbow cross behind. So you know I love the rainbow arms. So think of it almost like a little skater. So we get that little twist in the torso, big shoulder mobility here. And then if you can, cross behind to get this stretch. If you wanna get low, get low. So rainbow cross behind, it doesn't have to be fast like a skater. When we work down all 4 exercises, then we start taking them away. Here we go. It's feeling a little more cardiovascular than I expected it to, which is a good thing. So if that's not what you're feeling today, really slow it down. I think it's that we're going right into each exercise, right? Breathe here to here, and boom. Big arms. Then we got those knee raises. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Cross, cross. A lot of shoulder mobility. That's probably intentional because I always need it. I don't know about you. Should have named this maybe cardio mobility pyramid stack. But don't worry, once we work our way down to the ground, it'll be a little more of the stretch right here. Going into those eyes, Ys, and Ts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Straight up I, Y, and T. Little hinge if you want. I, Y, and T. Here we go. Yes. Breathe up, up. Can you get one more into that side lunge? Last time, reach and up, reach and up. After this, we start taking them away. So this is your last side lunge. So really get into it. I know usually it's that first exercise that feels a little repetitive, but then they all get the same amount of time, even though it feels like we're kind of overdoing it on the side lunge. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, team, now we start taking them away. So we get our rainbow cross behind. We get our knee raise, we get our eyes, Ys, and Ts. Then we get our rainbow cross behind knees. Then we just finish with the rainbow cross. Then we'll get a breather and we'll work our way down to the mat. All right, team. Last time with the eyes, Ys, and Ts. We're gonna close with that. 3 moves, starting with the rainbow cross in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. What do you need? Big stretch across, like you're painting the air in front of you, right? Or painting the ceiling. And again, if you want a little more legs, maybe you really need that stretch. I know I often do right through here. Really get down there. 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee cross. Often in a mobility workout, we don't have a lot of repetition, right? We kind of just work through it. So I tried to pick some exercises that I thought would be easy enough that you could take it up or down as you like, but challenging enough that they're interesting, right? That we get what we need out of it. And that not everybody hates, right? Of course we love all exercise. Last time, eyes, Y's, and T's. Here we go. Up I, Y, and T. Big breather right here. And up. Whew. 10 seconds. Can you get all the way through everything? One more time and relax. All right, team. Here we go. 2 moves. Rainbow cross behind, knee raise, and then rainbow cross behind, all right? Really take this time in between just to tap, just to breathe. I know we get to this point and we just want to get it over with, right? But let's get it done. We're gonna start in 10 seconds, so just get ready. Big rainbow cross behind. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you cover the space, moving laterally a little bit more? Remember, for mobility and strength, we really want to be moving in all different directions. That's why we get lateral movement. That's why we get transverse movement. That's why we get things in the sagittal plane, right? So we have 3 planes of movement that we always want to be figuring out. How do we get strength and mobility and movement in those planes of motion? Knees crossed right here. Right here. Last time, so what do you need? Bigger arms? More knees? Do you want to add a little hip roll? Is that what you need? Maybe that's it. It's a little weird, but why not? 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. All right, team, this is it. Last move. What do you need? I think I'm gonna pick up my pace a little bit for a skater, because then we're gonna grab some water. I'm gonna talk you through your next round, and we're gonna go right into it. We're gonna work our way down to the mat, so it should feel a little bit more like a stretch. So last time through, rainbow cross behind. If you wanna make it more of a skater with me, you can. You do you, it's your workout. Be where you are today. Let's do it. Right here, your pace, your workout, your mobility. The reason we put this in, 1, we all need more mobility, right? I try to mix it into some of your other workouts, but I always needed to feel a little more active, right? That helps me feel I'm not a big, relax. Catch your breath, team. Grab some water. You guys know I often feel like I need more mobility, stretching, flexibility, yoga in my life, but I want to make it interesting for me. So that's why I'm always coming up with different formats or adding in some things like mobility stack, pyramid stack, things that we use for cardio or strength, and taking them with mobility in our active recovery. All right, team, so same idea here, but we're working our way to the mat. And what we're gonna start with is an inchworm. So you have 2 options here. If you want, you can just keep it here with that hinge and that stretch. If you wanna walk it out to here, you can, and then walk it back, or walk it out to your knees and then walk it back. It's only 30 seconds, so we're only gonna get a few. So do what you need to do for that inchworm, and then we make our way down to the mat. Starting with the inchworm, we're just a hinge. 3, 2, 1. Taking it down if you can, walking it out. Feel that core kick in. Walk it back, roll it up. Big stretch. If going all the way out is not right for you, just get the hinge with it and bring it up. And here, walk it out. Core, and walk it back. And breathe. Hinge. One more, and relax. All right, team, so into world's greatest stretch. So you have two options with this, and especially once we start stacking them together. You can take it from the standing position of step back, reach, reach, and then step into it. Same thing, and if you don't want to get all the way low, you can just go here, or you can take it from that plank position. Here, here, up to you, or a mix of both. As we get further into the stack, you may want to take it standing to give your wrist a break, but let's do it. Here we go. Reach, reach. World's greatest stretch, so you're stepping back, you're creating that space. If you can, you're getting down. Big stretch up so we open up through the torso, and then here. And again, if you want to take it from the plank position, especially as we go from the inchworm, you may find this is a little more logical. You can also drop the knee down if you want that stretch there. Here, here. Now inchworm, here we go. So wherever you are, walk it back, round it up. If you need a little break from that, just take it to the hinge and bring it up. All right, so again, you keep going. Again, you have these options depending on if your wrists need a break, you can just do the hinge. If you want to come right out of it, go for it. We got 10 seconds. Here, and walk it back. All the way up. Yes, team. Next move, join me on the mat. So here's what we got. We're gonna do that child's pose, and if you wanna hang out in the child's pose the whole time, you can. But if you can, we're coming up to all fours. We're gonna reach one arm under, big stretch. Bringing it back, reach under, big stretch. Then, world's greatest stretch, so you may wanna come up out of it to standing, and then inchworm. All right, so let's give our wrist a break. All the way down, sit back into that child's pose, reach under, here we go. Right here, one and then the under, and then the other, and really give yourself a second to stretch into that shoulder, and then bringing it up. Reach, and bring it up. Reach, yes. And up. Here, there we go. And up. And reach. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Take it here. You guys, I was too into it. It felt too good. Into that world's greatest stretch. Our time has already started. Right here. If you need to take it standing, take it standing. If you can take it from here, take it from here. Sorry guys, I'll keep better count on the clock. Last one. Inchworm it back for 30 seconds. Walk it back. Woo. Slowly roll it up. And here, if your hands need a break, just get the hinge. I need a little like beeper on my timer, right? I was just feeling so good in that child's pose, right? Walk it out. And walk it back. And up. Woo! All right, team. Last move. And again, I know it's a little tricky to kind of get into and out of these. I'll do better cueing you on the timer. But here's what we got. We're gonna do that 90-90 switch or a pigeon switch. So two options. 90-90 where you lean into the hip and then take it here. Or if it feels better for you, if you want, you can do just a pigeon switch here to here. I'm gonna start 90-90. I might mix it up, but let's go here. Here we go. So lean into the hip and then switch it here. Trying to turn your body and your torso so you get that hip stretch. This might be just enough for you, but if you want to get more of that stretch and really come into that pigeon, and then you switch from the plank, that's an option too. So either or, And then let's take it child's pose right here. So sit back, stretch, and bring it back. And reach. And back. Really drop your shoulder into it. Sit your hips back. I'm watching the clock, don't worry. 5 seconds. And then world's greatest stretch wherever you need that to be. So if you want to come from the plank, take it here, reach. And if your wrists are feeling it, a good option in that world's greatest stretch is just to drop the knee. You actually sometimes get a little bit more of a hip flexor stretch right there. But again, you can also take it standing. And here. All right, team, last time with your inchworm. Let's walk it back. Slowly up. If you're over it, just take it with that hinge, drive the hips to the back, and bring it here. But this is your very last inchworm. Up to you. And then walk it back. We got 5 seconds, so maybe one more hinge or one more walkout. 3, 2, 1. Breathe, team. All right, now we start taking them away. So we're gonna go that 90-90 switch or pigeon stretch, child's pose reach under, and then world's greatest stretch for the last time. Then we keep taking them away. So join me on the mat. Whatever you got, relax for just a second. Find that good seated position. Remember with this 90-90, you can also be on the edge of a chair if that's better for you. Or again, if you want that pigeon switch from a plank or even a down dog, you can do that too. Here we go, 30 seconds. Leaning into it, and then switching it over right here. Whatever gives you better mobility and a better stretch, maybe it's this. Maybe you don't even have to lean far. Maybe this is good for you, but if you can, get into it. But if you feel better from the plank position, you can get in that pigeon, and you can bring it up. You can even bring it up to that down dog. I'm gonna give you some options as we close it out here. And then here we go, child's pose. Sit back. And remember, if you just wanna hang out in the child's pose for 30 seconds, if that's where you are today, that is okay. 30 seconds is kind of quick for mobility. I think that's why I'm sometimes going over, because we wanna hang out there longer. That's why most of my mobility workouts don't switch as quickly. But this one keeps us on our toes, right? Literally. Here we go, world's greatest stretch. Last time. You can do it from the standing. You can do it from that plank. You do you. Here. If you need to drop that knee, I'm finding the knee drop to give me a little more of a stretch. So I'm gonna do it. We got enough from that plank position. Core is working a lot in this mobility workout as well. Here. Really reach up to the ceiling. Take your time with it. This is your last world's greatest stretch. Here we go. Meet me on the mat. All right, 2 more, team. So 90-90 switch or pigeon. I'm gonna go pigeon into down dog this time. If you wanna do that with me, go for it. If you wanna keep this 90-90, keep it there. You do what's best for you. Then we get our child's pose reach under one last time, and then one last pigeon, and then we'll just stretch on the mat for a few minutes. Join me here. In 3, you can be here, or pigeon, down dog. Here we go. 90-90 switch, or pigeon switch, with or without that down dog. If you want a little extra mobility for your hamstrings, your calves, your shoulders, and getting that core working, you can add it here. Somebody asked me in the athletic club recently if that pigeon leg needs to be 90 degrees. No. You might find you get a better stretch that way. You might want to try to push yourself, challenge yourself. Let's take it right here, child's pose. Always challenging yourself to get more mobility or trying different things to see what is a better stretch for you. But remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not looking for textbook perfect form. We're looking for form that is safe, that is effective, and that is right for you and your body and your fitness level. Right here, this is the last time with this move. and relax. This is it. You and me right here, whatever you got, 90-90 switch or pigeon, then we're on our back getting a stretch, and that is it, team. So what do you need in this moment? Are your wrists done and you just want to keep this 90-90? Do you want to take it to that down dog? Do you just want to hang out in a pigeon for 15 seconds and 15? You do you. Let's get it done. Last 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right here. Yes. And breathe. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, team, wherever you are, come to that seated position. Let your knees drop, let your back drop into that. And then very carefully, let's come down onto your back. You can go side to back or all the way down. Let's open up our chest right here. Open up those knees, just feel that stretch. So I hope you like this pyramid stack format. I would love to hear from you, especially those of you that like it with cardio and strength. I know it moves a little quickly, but it does keep the workout moving a little faster, right? Let's just take it to that little open book, no timer, but you can either just do the knees or just do the arms, but we're going side to side, opening up, feel that stretch, and then here to here. Just a couple things from down on the mat to close it out, to finish out this mobility. You can bookmark this workout, save this workout, especially on a day that you need the mobility, but you want it to feel a little more like a workout, you want it to move a little quicker. This could be a really good option for you. That's why I also have, things like yoga Tabata or Pilates pyramid, or things where you can get all of that in. Just hold it here, let your knees and arms drop. Find what's comfortable for you with those legs here. Whew. I have different options in the active recovery space in case you need something you want it to feel a little different than sort of your traditional flow. You want it to feel like it moves a little quicker. All movement is good movement. Bring that knee in. You can either grab underneath or on top, but getting a mix of strength, of cardio, of mobility, that is what we're looking for. That's what I have on my monthly programs, which, reminder, you can get that calendar for free. Make sure you're signed up on my email list. Sign up on all the links in the description below. Just send you a weekly email with a calendar, monthly and weekly, with links. If you can hug both those knees in, release in the back, find what feels good for you. And of course, if you're looking for more structure, more accountability, more guidance with me and our registered dietitian, join us in the Bodyfit Athletic Club. If you want nutrition and fitness support, that is the place to be. Everything is in the description below. Make sure you leave me a comment, leave me a like. Go ahead and take your feet down, either up or down, whatever feels good for you. Just relax your body into the floor. Try to release all that tension. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course, check us out in the Athletic Club on the Bodyfit by Amy app. You can hang out here as long as you need to. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Thank your body for showing up for you today. And I'm thanking you for showing up with me today. And wherever you are, however you want to do it, let's get one big deep breath in. And out. You did it. That was your mobility pyramid stack workout. Great job, everybody.